Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Hi guys, it's Mary Eve. Welcome to It's Me Time podcast. It's a pleasure to have you over with me today, and I have a lot of things I want to share with you. Lots of breakthroughs happened since the last time, and I'm super excited. Honestly, and today is like not a special day for me, but I'm looking at myself. For those who are listening to me on any other broadcast, if you don't see me on YouTube right now or on the video that I have, man, I look good. I don't want to sound vain. I don't want to sound superficial, but man, I look good. And I'm so proud to be able to say that, because for a long time, I thought I was a burden. I thought people, I thought I was ugly. I used to wear glasses, had lots of pimple, and didn't like my hair, was really short for a while. I had such a negative self-talk. And today I'm looking at me, I'm like, damn girl, this is you, right? I've been doing a live on TikTok, and I don't look at the camera. I look at me. I look like I have a bunch of makeup, but it's just lip gloss and a little bit of mascara. The rest is all natural. I'm like, this is me. Like, seeing me through these eyes is like, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's amazing. And that's what my goal is to help other women and even men, right? To finally see their worth and see themselves through the eye of source, through the eye of God, if you believe in God, through the eye of the unconditional love that you should give to yourself. And now I've been doing the past 6 weeks, I've been taking seduction dance classes. At first, I was like, I'm going to be the best, I'm going to become the best version of me, which means become the best version for my future man. Because in my previous marriage, sexually, it was okay, but I was not comfortable in my own sexuality. So it was not the greatest. They're like, all right, let's do a quickie. Come on, let's just get, all right, let's put you on the schedule here, because I was not comfortable with my own femininity. Going down on me was a burden Christmas. It was a little sad, and I felt like it was not enough. I felt bad about it for a long time. And I had a pain when we're doing intercourse. So it was hard to be just impulsive and just having fun with it. We had to plan, and it's like, all right, let's do it. Shall we? Right? That was our saying, shall we? There was no preliminaries whatsoever. It's like, okay, shall we? All right, let's go it. Right. But anyway, so now that was something I felt wasn't good enough for my husband. And I know for who he was, it was fine. And I've talked with him, he passed away 5 years ago of cancer. So 2-3 weeks ago, I talked with one of my friends who's a medium, and, we talked with my mom, who also passed away, and with Eric. And he said, you were perfect. You were everything I wanted. You were my dream girl. And who you're becoming right now is so hot to see. It's so hot to see. I would not have been able to handle you. We would not have ended up together, because who you are, I would not have been able to handle you. So who I was then was great for him, and who I am now would not. So for me, for a while, to be man, the person I'm becoming would have said no to this guy way before, right? But anyway, so that's taking this dance class, because for me, I'm a mindset life coach. I didn't present myself here for the newbies out there. I'm Mary Eve Mongrain, mindset life coach, self-love coach as well, because in the mindset thing, I help people go back into full self-love, right? Unconditional love for themselves. Oh my God, look at this little white hair there. It looks like a little straight. Oh man, it looks super cute. Yes, I'm in awe of every little things. When I say flowers, I'm like, oh, little bugs. Oh, now it's about me. I've got the same mind here, and I'm so excited for you. If you're just starting your journey into self-love, if you're just in the middle of it, or if you're still if you have done the journey and you're fully owning it, it's amazing, right? Thank you on TikTok. I'm live on TikTok here. I know my podcast is not live, but for you guys who are listening on replay, I'm live on TikTok. But yeah, so thank you everyone who's listening, and thank you for you guys for taking the time to listen to my podcast. And it's just, when you're into that self-love space, that I don't need validation from men. People can tell me whatever shitty thing they want. I can decide if it's true or not. And I validate myself that I'm super amazing. And whatever you see in me is just a shadow of you that you have not accepted yet, or that you've not allowed yourself to step into, right? You're judging others because you're judging yourself. So now I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's not I don't care. It's just I love myself so much. And people could say, oh my God, so narcissistic, right? No, I'm not using anything to manipulate anyone. It's selfish, but it's about time I'm selfish because I've been given to everyone for such a long time that I forgot to give to me, right? And I know a lot of you out there, that's how it is. You forget to give to yourself. So like then you're like, well, I'm a good person. I've been given all my life, but I don't receive now. What the heck is going wrong? Nothing, because you gave everything. The world is a mirror of you. So it can't give you anything because you have nothing left, right? You can't receive. If my energy is on you and I'm not giving myself anything, their energy is going to be on themselves, not on you. So once you start giving to yourself and giving that love and everything, then you'll attract people who are going to give to you. And you're going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're receiving, right? When you see your word, I am deserving of receiving all these blessings. There's nothing wrong. Because for me, I was like, I got nothing. They get everything. What the heck is wrong? They screwed me over and look at their happy life, right? That happened to me a couple of years ago. And I was so pissed off. I'm like, I just asked my husband. And like whatever was going on, it was like, oh my God. It was not fair. The way they were treating me, and they were selling this nice, beautiful life, like with lots of support and love. And here I am with my 2 babies, not having that much support. I'm like, what's going on? I've helped these people. Like I was so super loving. And I know like we learn to help others before ourselves. That is not nice. Like you help what? Because you want to be seen as a good person? Because if I think about my needs, I will be seen as selfish and as a bad person. Now I'm like, well, if you think I'm a bad person for thinking about me, well, think whatever you want, because I know I'm a good person, right? I know it's not made for to hurt anyone. And actually, if I give you my all and don't give myself anything, who am I hurting? Not you, but I'm hurting myself. So at one point, it's like, okay, let me give back, let me heal, get back what I deserve. And then because I'm giving to me, I'm going to be a match to receiving it without feeling guilty, without feeling ashamed. Because somebody would offer me support, and I pretty much would be like feeling ashamed because I'm like, I don't have anything to give back in return. But if I give you a gift, I don't want anything in return. But for me, it was the opposite. Like I could not accept, like not that there was that much offered anyway, just being said. But for me, it felt like I needed to offer something else, right, in return. But that comes from childhood traumas where you believe that to be worthy of receiving love, you need to do something for it, right? But it doesn't matter. So for me, I'm taking those seduction dance class because I've worked the mindset, lack versus abundance, working on my mindset of like seeing myself as beautiful, so that when a guy comes or anyone tells me like, oh my God, I love, like you're so beautiful. And now on TikTok, I got a lot of people who are giving me a lot of compliments. And instead of thinking like, oh my God, they're creeps, like, or they want to sleep with me, or like, oh my God, like you too, right? No, I can accept it. My husband used to say I was pretty when I cried. And I was like, what? My lips are all poofy. My eyes are red and bubbly. My nose is red. Like, what do you mean I'm pretty when I cry, right? I found myself ugly when I cried. And to work this out, when I started my self-healing journey, like my self-love journey, the guy I thought was super cute, he had nice bubbly lips, like not bubbly lips, like nice bigger lips. And I was like, I would have loved to kiss his lips. And when I cried that day, I was like, but my lips look like his lips. So why do I want to kiss his lips, but not, and I find mine ugly? And then that's when I started saying, oh, well, let me see, what do I find pretty in other people and see how I can put it on me? Oh, those eyes. Yeah. Oh, so this is how I started giving love to my body. If I find it pretty on someone else, why is it not pretty on me? Right? That was how I started to love my body and give love to every cell of my body. But so I started with the mindset. And then last year I did some very risque photo shoot. I was like, I'm in the modeling agency where we're like free agency anyway. So I go find my own stuff. but I can send a professional model technically. And then with this, I can work with photographer who want to do like exchanges. So for me to work on my portfolio, for them to work on their portfolio, we exchange time for pictures, and it's fun. Like I have fun, I practice. And so I've done one that was very like, we can see my breast. It's on my Instagram. I do have little stickies so we don't see anything. But like there are some pictures that like I'm like, okay, this is professional. Like I was getting out of my comfort zone, but I loved it because after having done those pictures, I was looking at them like, gosh, this is me. Oh my God, I look like this, right? The after effect. And every time I see those pictures, because that photographer, Pascal Martinière, it was excellent. I mean, like the pictures, technique, everything, it was amazing. And those pictures are just, every time I look at them like, God, this is me, right? If I was a man, I would want to have sex with me. I would want to marry myself up, right? Like, let's get her off the market right away. So, but I had to learn to love myself and be that masculine, feminine, divine energy. And like, this is me. That's why today I'm like, this is the first time I wear this little shirt, and like, I almost look like I have bigger boobs. Like I'm just wearing a little bra, like a little padded bra, but it's just like, man, I look good in this style. But I know this comes from me and my energy, right? My sexual energy. Sexual energy, if it's been repressed for so long, right? I want to be creative. I want to attract clients. I want to attract whatever opportunities that's going to come. But if I'm ashamed of being the feminine who wears a crop top or like can just go like this without being afraid a guy wants to jump my bones, right? I am not in my full power. If me just standing up, like just being pretty, being afraid of having, people that we call creeps or perv coming at me, I can't express myself fully. And this for the women out there who struggle with weight loss, right? Your brain is protecting you of these critiques because at one point you may have seen, oh, look, the pretty women, they get physically abused, they have eating issues, or they have like men coming at them. And like we've gathered a lot of negative things. Maybe your parents were saying, oh, those are superficial people, they're bitch, blah, blah, right? Whatever stories on our head, your brain will literally protect you from reaching that perfect weight goal that you have, because it does not want you to look like the person you were criticizing, the person you were judging, right? If the pretty girl was a bitch to you, guess what? Your brain's gonna be like, I'm not a bitch. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not, you can do all the workout in the world. You can eat whatever you want. You might lose your 20 pounds, but I'm gonna make sure you gain them back, because there's no way we're gonna be that bad person, right? So all of this to say, I've done the pictures, the mindset, and then a while ago, I think I did talk about it in one of my other podcasts, where I went on a dinner with a person for me it was business, and we went to see this show from Cirque Éloise, and the show was Celeste, and it was like more boudoir, like more like cabaret, but like very sensual, so most of it. And I was like, oh my God, yes, this is what I want in my bedroom, in my relationship. Like something very, not secret, but sacred, not secret, but sacred, right? And then a week after, I attracted seduction dance. Come and try our seduction dance class. It's like 8 weeks, and then we have a show at the end of it in June. And I said, let me go try it, because I wanted to be comfortable in, even just touching my body, right? Dancing and feeling like this. For those who can't see me, I'm just like putting my hair up and looking like as if I'm like enjoying myself sexually, but just this without feeling ashamed or feeling gross about it or feeling guilty, being afraid I'm going to look like, oh, she's doing that because she wants it. Like, right? People could blame me and saying, well, she asked for it, right? Did you see how she acts? But at the same time, I'm doing this for me to feel comfortable, because I want you to feel more comfortable in your skin. You should definitely want me to feel more comfortable in my skin, because if I feel great, then my energy radiates, and you get you get to feel even better in my surrounding, right? So those seduction dance class, this has been week 6. And yesterday, I went on TikTok live, and I've been in the past week or two doing a couple lives when my girls are asleep, where I just wear my crop top and my booty shorts. I'm learning to feel safe being feminine and sexy, not just in my PJ, but feeling safe and feminine in my femininity. And so yesterday, I was wearing that. I know people saying, "Oh, twirl, I want to see the outfit." And you can have two thoughts. Ooh, they're interested in the outfit. Awesome, I get to show off. Or perv, like he just wants to see my ass, right? Those are two for the same situation, for the same question and request. I can see both ways. And for me, it's like, well, you know what? I'm going to use this as an opportunity to be comfortable in showing off and showing myself off, right? And so I did some like little twirling, like, oh, hi. And after that, so I was saying, oh, I'm doing these dance classes. Like, this is me getting out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm just growing and evolving here. It's like, we want to see, a little bit of that dance. I mean, like, we're doing like chair dancing, and we're doing like, I see red. Like, it's very seductive, where we actually like, we stroke our body and just like, but it's super cool. Like, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that on TikTok. Are you kidding me? Like, no. And then I did it for like an hour. I'm like, all right, let me do them. It's like a workout. I used to go live on TikTok for Beachbody and working out. And I said, this is just a workout. Yeah, it looks more sensual, but that's just me giving authorization to other people to start doing it. I want my man to support me in everything I do that makes me feel good. This is me doing exercise, right? For me, I go on Tuesday and I do 3 hours of dance. I got 3 different classes, learning 3 different choreography, in beginner, intermediate, and one is an express class. But I want my man, because there's one lady there, she said, my husband said, go have fun, go do it for yourself. There's a bunch of women who do those classes where they, because there's a show at the end, many of them dropped off because they were not, they were afraid of being seen, of going on stage and doing this kind of dance. But like, this is all about mindset, right? And that's okay. And that's okay. This is why I'm here. What's stopping you from going there? You're afraid you're going to mess up? Who cares? We're all beginners. The point is, like, people know, and we're just a bunch of beginners or intermediate. Like, we're not a dance, like, it's a dance class, yes, but we're not a dance crew. We haven't worked at this for years and going to competition with that, right? It's just for us to be able to be comfortable. And then that, by us being comfortable in our own body and owning who we are, then that reflects in our relationships with everyone. And then we get more magnetic and attract other people. So like that, the seduction dance class has helped me to step into that. And then yesterday, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I did it for an hour. And then, yes, there were men there. There are people I know. And like, I'm not trying, but I was like, okay, they're not creeps. They're just supporting me. Like, just like, they're super cool. It's nice. Like, it's still fun to see me having fun, right? One of my friends, like, it's so much fun to see you having fun and laughing. And after you losing your husband and all, like, so good to see your growth. You've seen me grow, like, from the beginning. And like, it's fun to have this kind of validation at the same time. And then there was this lady, like, that I see on my live a few times, many times already for the past couple months. And I'm like, oh my God, you gotta try this. And then like, it was so much fun to have a woman on my live, because I was doing it to show her she can do it too, right? We do that, don't do that to impress the guy, the man. So when I do it live on TikTok or whatever, you see me do it on social media, I'm not doing it to impress the gentleman. Sorry, dude, like, may look like this, but really it's just because I'm sharing my passion, and it could be just like tap dancing, but no, it's seduction class dancing. And I'm doing at the same time, like, some promotion for the group, and just like, but it's just for the women to say, hey, ladies, I'm not ashamed to be on social media, but if you like this, you can do it, right? And so for me, it's important to be able to show that we can and still feel safe doing it, right? Hey, Sonder on TikTok. So that's why I'm taking those seduction class for me, so I can become the best version of myself. And I did right here, best self, because last night something came up. I'm working, I'm healing to be the best version of me. I'm like doing all of this, becoming my embodied self, divine feminine. Yes, for my man, because when I meet my man, I want to be able to give him the best without any inhibition, right? But at the same time, I'm doing it for me, so I'm the best version of me. But what came up last night, after listening to a couple of things on TikTok, I love TikTok. It's kind of therapy. It's very therapeutic. If you're on the right side of TikTok, you're gonna get amazing content. Whereas, like, don't do healing to get the best self of you. And what came up for me yesterday was like, oh, you know what? I already am the best self of me. I know where I'm going, right? The person I'm going to be is very comfortable in her body and sexuality, and like she doesn't care about showing off, and she's really, really out there. But right now, like, I know she exists already. She's going to exist, and she's already within me, but I need to grow to get to her. I already am my best self right now. The rest is just growth. The rest, like, there's nothing I can do to be better right now, other than like, there's stuff I'm going to learn in the next 60 years. No, when I'm 105, yeah, I'll be at my best self. Before I die, I'll be my best self. Because like now now I'm satisfied. I've learned everything I want to learn. No, because every time I'm going to want to learn something new. I'm going to want to do Kundalini awakening. I'm going to want to do like the Tantra. And like, there's always going to be something more that I want to reach and want to become. Because as you grow, you're evolving, and you want to be more and more. It's not to be better, because now you're comparing every time you say, I'm doing this to be my better self, because that means you're not good right now. You want to be better than who you are right now. But you have to start acknowledging that right now you're exactly amazing, and there's nothing wrong with who you are right now. But you're choosing, to evolve and choose different things because you want to experience different things, not to be better, to just simply experience something new. But every time you say I'm doing to become the best version of me, you're saying that all the past versions were not the best. They were the best for who you were then, and you're the best for who you are right now. The rest, like, yeah, okay, I want to be this, I will share something very intimate. Hey, it's my podcast. I get to talk about whatever I want. And if that gets taken out away from whatever, it's still on my YouTube channel, of the other broadcast, if it's too like my ears. So before, in French we say, oh, she's fin. Elle est fin. That means like she's nice. Being nice means she wait 1 second. Oh, I don't want to miss it. Pretty much she cooks, she cleans, and she swallows. Kind of like something like along those lines. I used to not be fin. I used to not be nice. And for me, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. Like the guys I want, like, there's something like, I wanted to be someone else. Like I was not accepting who I was. And like, I'm not comfortable with this. I find it gross, but because they want it, I'm like, I don't feel good enough. At one point, like, I'm like, you know what? I want to do it just because I want to be able to offer for me to have fun spontaneously, right? Not for the guy, but for me to enjoy it. To enjoy whatever wants to come in my life. And so I've learned, I've met people who've helped me with that. They were very happy to offer their support. So I became fin. But now I can say that with my man, right? I'll be able to do it. And why was I saying that? But now, instead of saying, now I'm like the perfect girl I wanted to be. For my husband, it was perfect who I was. I was already perfect. That's the thing. I was already perfect. For the person in front of me, I was already perfect. And this is something for those out there who are not comfortable in their sexuality and like whatever they want to do. You already are perfect. And just say if that's something that you want to try, not to impress your man, not to keep him in your life, because if he needs this for you to keep him in your life, let him loose, because somebody already loves you for who you are right now. Do it because you want to try something new. You want to have fun doing it, right? So now those seduction dance class, we're not doing it for the men, we're doing it for us. So when I dance in the mirror, right, I'm still single. Am I not doing that for anyone? But when I dance and I look at myself in the mirror, I am not ashamed and shy to go like this and just enjoy me. If I go do a photo shoot, like last year, that photo shoot I did, the photographer had to tell me how to touch myself like this and just like go like that, how to touch my body so it look seductive and sexy on the lens, like on the picture, because I had no clue, right? But that didn't mean I was not good enough. There's a bunch of men who are like, for who it is enough, right? My God, she loves me. I don't care about the rest. For me, it's I care for myself. I wanted to have a better experience for myself. So now, like, I can offer it. And by loving me more sexually, my sexual experience were way more fun. Way more fun. So for you ladies out there, and even men, work on your self-concept. Do something because it's fun for you, not because you want to do it for someone else. Somebody said, oh, you would look good with purple hair. Only if you think you would look good with purple. You are your own validation and your own authority. And if someone says you're not enough because of X, Y, Z, let them loose. Because, and first of all, come and see me, change your mindset, because you are enough already. You are perfect as you are. And if you believe in God, God already knows you're perfect. Don't look around saying, oh, she already has happiness and not me, because she's as deserving as you of being happy. Because you don't have it doesn't mean the other people cannot have it. So, right? Everybody's deserving from being born of happiness and bliss. And so you are. So this was this podcast. It's already half an hour. It was fun. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok with the handle at Mary Mongrain 90. That's MARIEMONGRAIN 90. On my website, maryevmongrain.com, MARIEEVE Mongrain, MONGRAIN.com. Until June, if I don't know when you're going to hear this, but until June 16, I have a special for your first session with me, where instead of $500 for the first session, it's $100. And any of the profits go to my daughter's iPop contest. Like, they're going to an international contest, like competition for talent in Anaheim this summer, which is like in a month and a half. So all of the proceeds go to them. So on this, you guys, I wish you an amazing day. And well, actually, may your day be as awesome as you are. Ciao. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.